Joe, October 1st, we're one show away from ExFEARience.
That's right, PK. I'll tell you something right now. I'm excited. We're in the final quarter of this year, 2016. And I'll tell you something. It's been a great year. I've been here at all these shows, dazzling everybody with my angelic voice and my awesome entertainment. But I'll tell you something, PK. We had some amazing matches tonight, and we got even greater matches coming up. Next show at ExFEARience, baby.
Well, Joe, your angelic voice and great personality wasn't enough to keep you in the running for the commissionership, but I digress. Let's go ahead and talk about the first match. We had a four-way dance for the #1 contendership of the Generations Championship, and who wins? Michael Manson gets another shot at Keith Cage.
Oh, yeah, Michael Manson, I'll tell you something. He got lucky. So he did the 138 drop on, what's his name, Tristan, whatever his name is, the new guy. And I'll tell you something, PK, I'm just glad that he's going to get that shot because I cannot wait for him to go up against Keith Cage. Yeah. Sorry, my mind skipped a beat there. Keith Cage. Well, because I have a lot of things going on in my mind back there in Los Angeles.
I'm sure you don't.
In the meantime, PK, but Keith Cage, he's going to knock the tar out of whatever his name is, Michael Manson. Michael Manson thinks he's worthy for a title. You're not worthy for a title, Michael Manson. No. You are not. No, stop it, PK. Don't contradict me. I'll tell you something, PK. I know that Keith Cage should make quick work of him come ExFEARience.
Well, Joe, then we had our next match. The Blood Brothers, they come out, and they say, hey, we're going to pass around this petition. We want you, the fans, to sign to give us a shot at the tag team titles. Well, then the Monster Z comes out. He's like, look, you guys don't deserve a shot.
That's right.
So he's like, I'll take you both on myself. But then the White Knight comes out.
Rains on his parade.
And basically, they wind up kind of tagging together, but it was kind of a weird match, especially towards the end. Because you can tell the Monster Z was not happy that the White Knight was out there. They get into a little bit of pushing and shoving, a little bit of hitting. All of a sudden, the White Knight gets him into a Peruvian necktie, chokes him out, then drags Jamar Anderson on top of Monster Z for the win.
Thus proving that the Blood Brothers are not yet ready for a tag title because they were handed.
Would you say that to them if they were here, to their faces?
Why, yes, I would, BK. I would definitely say to their faces.
Well, that's great because here comes the Blood Brothers.
Oh.
Hey,
well, hello, guys.
Welcome back to the recap.
You guys are incredible competitors, an incredible matchup, I tell you. You guys are worthy of
it. You really think that, Joe?
Yeah.
You really think that?
Well, of course.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because right here, everybody is the petition. You see all these signatures? There's almost 200 signatures here. Basically, to get us into the OSWA Tag Team Title Shot picture once again at ExFEARience. And Bud Club, you better watch out. Because we're coming for those tag team titles, and we're going to take it off. And you guys forgot to mention something. It wasn't just the White Knight that took out Z. No. The Blood Brothers hit Z with the injection. And then the White Knight came in and knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. We win. So, yes, we do deserve those tag team title shots.
And that's real talk.
Real talk.
Well, wow. Well, you know what? I got to hand it to him. I mean, 200 signatures, of course, there's like only four names written like 50 times each, but, you know.
That's not what I saw. It looked like it was pretty legit to me and Joe.
Oh,
hey, you know what?
PK,
if anybody wants to go for the gold, man, let them go for it. If they think they've got the moxie to take the belts from the book club, hey, roll the bones and let's see what happens.
Sure, if you get a shot, might as well take it.
Well, then Jimmy Lee came out. He was supposed to take on Curtis Coleman. But instead, Curtis Coleman says, no, you can face JQ.
That's right, because he wasn't worthy yet to take on the Ultimate Champion.
Well, it was a good match, but of course there was some involvement thanks to the CTMD Presents Super Bad Boys Club talent pool.
Oh, that's spin, PK. The point is...
And they JQ winds up getting the win against Jimmy Lee.
No surprise, PK. JQ's the best wrestler on the planet, PK. Of course he's going to get the victory.
He's the best wrestler on the planet.
I mean,
that's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So what about the other members of CTMD Presents Super Bad Boys Club talent pool?
Oh, PK, you know what?
I want to nail down who you think the best is.
It's hard to tell, PK. It's like saying who's the best guitarist. I don't know. There's a lot of different styles.
Well, Joe,
we're the best.
Then we had Ken O'Sullivan versus Will Caution for the corporate championship. Great match, very physical match. Two guys, definitely two different styles, but Joe, ultimately, David Garrison hits Will Caution in the head with the crowbar.
PK.
And then Ken O'Sullivan hits the Luck of the Irish, winds up getting the win, and now we have a new corporate championship.
That's right. Congratulations to Ken O'Sullivan. Please excuse my brother's loser's limp. The point is that you are now the corporate champion.
That's right, Joe. Guessing. Yeah, that's a good guess.
Hey, I got a lot going on in my head right now.
Yeah, that's what you said that 3 times.
But you know
now.
what? Like I said, you won a hard-fought match, and you know what? I'm going to buy you some potatoes. I'm going to buy you a U2 album, and I'm going to hook you up on a date with Sinead O'Connor.
Well, Joe, then we had CTMD versus Adrian Phillips and John Hogan, and the referee winds up calling it a no contest.
That's right.
Because once again, members of the CTMD Presents Super Bad Boys Talent Club pool, or whatever the heck they want to call themselves
Oh, PK.
they wind up jumping into the ring and involving themselves in the match.
Well, PK, I'll tell
But it
you.
looks like John Hogan and Adrian Phillips was going to get the win.
Oh, they were not going to get the win, PK. That's why the referee said it was no contest, because it was no contest. They didn't have a chance to win.
Well, Joe, then we had Jacob Ashworth versus Keith Cage, non-title match. And, of course, Keith Cage, in true Keith Cage fashion, takes his Generations title. When he's looking like he's about to lose, throws it over his shoulder, puts his tail in between the legs, and walks out.
Oh,
Down
PK, you know,
10.
once again, that's perception is everything, PK. And I'll tell you another thing, PK.
What about perspiration?
Oh, PK, will you stop playing with words? Now, here's what I was going to say. The bottom line is Jacob Ashworth was not worthy to take on Keith Cage. Too many shenanigans. Too many... You know, the guy was totally cheating.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my perception. And perception is reality. So Keith Cage said, you know what? You're not worthy, Jacob Ashworth. I'm going to take my title. I'm going to save it for somebody who's worthy. Better luck next time, pal.
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, that's
Just say you're right, Joe.
That's just pure... Yeah, it's just pure insert your word, folks. Anyways,
Oh,
then
because
then we had two main events. We had Jackson Carter versus Curtis Coleman for the Ultimate Championship. Now, during this match, CTMD was not ringside except for K2, their security guard,
Oh, he's not a member of CTMD Persistence.
who winds up using the ropes and an anaconda device to seriously damage the arm of Jackson Carter, who then gets it put into an armbar by Curtis Coleman. And unfortunately, he winds up having a tap. He took a lot of abuse before then. I know Jackson Carter is a good wrestler. He didn't want a tap, but, you know, sometimes you got to make that choice between live and fight another day or kiss your career goodbye.
Oh, stop it, Big A. You know what? Yeah, he had a bum arm. Big deal. He had 2 legs and a whole other arm. He could have totally taken him on and beat him. But the problem is he wasn't good enough. And
I'm glad to see that you made a correction to your English. You said whole other instead of whole nother. Good
Oh, PK, I was talking fast, okay?
Then we had the Legion, Bobby Popham and Anthony Marinelli
The Legion.
versus the Book Club for a tag team title match.
The Legions. Anyways, what are you saying? Oh, yeah, tag team title match, which they didn't win.
Yep, which they did not because of why, Joe?
Because you know what? They just couldn't hack it.
Nope, because once again, CTMD rears its ugly head and it goes in and it attacks them.
Good-looking people, PK. We're not ugly.
Well, they won. Well, that's a matter of opinion. They
Oh,
wind up.
what?
They wind up attacking them, and of course, you know, they wind up, you know, getting disqualified. And so then it comes down to basically Bobby Popham says to Jonathan Feltner, "My company versus Curtis Coleman's job at ExFEARience."
Ha-ha! So there we go. That just goes to prove that I will be commissioner. Because once we win, CTMD presents the Super Bad Boys Club Talent Pool.
Okay.
When we win, we're going to take this company over. I'm going to be commissioner, and it's going to be a blessing in disguise for Bobby Popham because 5 years from now, we will be in Madison Square Garden. Mark my words, ditch diggers.
October 1st, 2016. So by October 1st, 2021, excuse me.
That's right. Mark my words.
Mark.
Madison Square Garden.
Well, folks, I'll tell you something. It was a great match here tonight. One thing I would like to mention, Anthony Marinelli and Bobby Popham came out to some new music from Astro Phantom. They've got a new album out. You can get a hold of it, astrophantom.com. It's called Weird Sounds of the Monster Club.
Weird Science and
With
Monster
15 tracks. Oh, by the way, and a bonus track as well.
Oh, be still
So feel free to look that up. They came out to the song Spaghetti Western. It was pretty good in my opinion. Well, folks, we'll be back here in 2 weeks. October 15th. Doors open at 6. Ring the bell at 7. And folks, we'll see how things shape up between now and ExFEARience. See you in 2 weeks.